Once again, we come into a village, a Zimbabwean village, and we see how the people live, how they work, and how they survive. The vegetation is quite good. It has got arable land, and they plough the land and sow some seeds. Cattle provide the draft power, and this is a very common feature in every village where you find people plowing. Two men or individuals as ladies also do the same job in some cases. Can do plowing with either 2 or 4 cows pulling a plow. In most cases, just 2 cows are sufficient to pull the plow, depending on the ground stability. If it is a tough type of ground, you'll need at least 4 of them so that it is easier to pull the plow and the cattle don't get too tired. It is quite a job, quite some work for men at home or in the village. Work starts quite early in the morning, around 6, if not 5 a.m. This is to give the chance for the cattle to be released to go and graze for the rest of the day after a day's work. So plowing is usually done very early in the morning. And when nature calls, people have to use the local blow toilet. The blow toilet is, as you can see, similar to other blow toilets. It depends on how they construct it themselves, but it's all the same, or has the same features, the hole and some kind of seat. The lid is to protect animals from falling in. And there's a granary just to keep grains. We shall visit the granary to see what is kept inside. It is built slightly higher to prevent the termites from encroaching onto the crop or grain stored in it. The fields are green. When the season is good, it is quite green. And the surrounding villages have all plowed and grown some maize. As you can see, maize crops in the fields. The division in most cases between one homestead to another is just a bush, which is one no man's land. And the food preparation is done by the women, and sometimes with the help of men who may be available, or young boys who may not be old enough to do the plowing in the fields. Utensils, cleaning, washing, and so on is in the village is quite common, with ladies doing all the work and prepare to cook. This is sorting some seeds after having pestled in the mortar. Now we go into the granary. It is always kept under lock and key. As you can see, the structure is built such that it is not attacked by termites. The use of brick over an elevated platform of food is to prevent the termites from encroaching into the contents of the granary. And in the granary is divided into compartments where food is stored. In this case, some of the compartments are empty. Only one had some maize grain kernels. There is the graze. A tool shed is common to keep a cart, a plough, and some other tools that are used for the day-to-day work at home. It is obvious when some people are relaxed, sometimes they have to prepare the lunch. There is lunch. Lunchtime is prepared for all the people working out in the field and those at home. Some wild fruit are always found around the bushes surrounding the home and towards the river, only source of water, where all villages go for water. This river is big enough provide water for all the week, but sometimes in drought years it does not flow. So people have to actually dig in the riverbed sand to get some water. That means if any development is to be made, a dam can be built somewhere in a convenient place for the villagers. Thank you for watching.